Hey guys, hope this video finds you doing well. Obi here again with another Dishonored Death of the Outsider video walkthrough. So this time we're going to be doing Mission 3 on Original Game Plus, which I'll explain in a little bit. And we're going to be doing the Perfect Crime achievement, as well as all of the contracts in the mission. So Original Game Plus is interesting because you don't have Billy's original powers. You have powers from Dishonored 2. Specifically, you have Blink, Dark Vision, and Domino, which are two of Corvo's powers. Technically, Emily also has Dark Vision, but Corvo had it first, and then one of Emily's powers, which is Domino. But the reason I'm doing an Original Game Plus walkthrough of the Perfect Crime achievement is everywhere I looked online, Reddit, the Steam forums, everybody was under the impression that it's impossible to do on Original Game Plus because of a particular wall of light that you cannot get past without using Foresight and Displace, which are obviously replaced in Original Game Plus. But I did find a way to do it. So anyway, we're going to get off the carriage, and basically what I'm doing here is I'm going to go to the black market first, and I'm going to get the contracts, and then what I'm going to do is buy everything that I need from the black market lady in terms of upgrades, and then I'm going to also show you how to break in on Original Game Plus. Because again, the ways for breaking into the black markets are built more for Billy's original powers rather than the Original Game Plus powers, but there is actually still a way to get into all of the black markets in the missions using the Original Game Plus powers. The first couple missions, this one, or Mission 2 and Mission 3, are a little bit easier than Mission 4. Mission 4, you have to exploit a glitch, but you can find those if you decide to look for them. But I'm going to show you how to get in with Original Game Plus powers here. So anyway, I'm going to talk to the black market lady. This is all actually going to be for naught here because I did leave a bunch of my mistakes and reloads in just so you guys can see. I feel like a lot of videos that are games like this, Dishonored, and games where you kind of can save scum a little bit, and you almost have to in certain situations to do certain achievements or what have you. I feel like a lot of people just cut out all of their mistakes and make it seem like they're just uber good at this game, and sometimes they'll admit it. They'll say, I cut out all the mistakes and everything, so just be aware it took me forever to do this. But I wanted you guys to really see what exactly they mean when they say, it took me forever to do this. So I did leave a lot of my mistakes in, so all that stuff I just did in the black market isn't going to matter because I'm going to die. And the only save I'm going to have is an autosave from before I bought all those things. But anyway, this is where the first contract is right here, or the first one we're going to do anyway. It's called the Art Connoisseur, and basically you need to steal that one painting that, if you're keen-eyed, you can see in the last mission of Dishonored 2, or the second to last mission, when you're dealing with Duke Luca Abel. You can see one of his paintings on his little like private veranda balcony area off of his quarters, and that is the painting that we're going to steal for this contract. And so it's in this boat that you can see me killing guys in front of here, and I accidentally over-blinked when I got the key from the water and fell off and died. So anyway, I'm going to use Domino here just to make it easier to take these guys out. Again, if you don't want to, you don't have to kill these guys. I don't know why I said again. I don't think I said that already. But you don't have to kill these guys if you don't want to. I'm doing it because there's no chaos, which I found out after I completed the game once. And so you can technically kill whoever you want. It doesn't really matter. I already finished a playthrough where I didn't kill anyone anyway, so I figured I might as well have some fun. But if you're doing it for your first time, or you're trying to go for a merciful run, you don't actually have to kill any of the people that I kill, to be honest. But anyway, you can get the key off of the dude in the water, and then go back up and get inside the boat, grab everything. And so then what I'm going to do is I'm going to work on getting the stuff for the black market, because the other three contracts are all done. No, actually, there's one that's done in front of the bank, so that might actually be what I'm doing first, because it's on the way to getting what you need in order to get into the black market. So I'm going to do the, I think it's called Pickpocket's Delight contract. There I get spotted by a dog that just happened to be in the wrong place, and I checked my contracts because I thought, wait a minute, does it? And yeah, it's Pickpocket's Delight, but it basically negated, or like, you know, made me fail it because I got spotted, which is against the rules for that particular contract. So I started over from the autosave, and you're going to see me, again, go get the stuff out of the Art Connoisseur contract. So if you missed it before, or it was a little too fast, then this is a second chance to see it. Again, I just use Domino on these guys. You can knock them out or kill them either way. if they're dominoed, they'll both go down real quick. Go underneath the water, grab this dude's key, come back up, and then go inside the boat and grab everything. And there's a bunch of money too, which is nice. Helps with the black market. There's also a bone charm inside here that I forgot last time, so you can grab that if you want. And then we're going to go up this way and go across here. And so we're going to go back to the front of the bank now. And I'm taking a different approach this time, you'll notice, because I didn't want to get spotted again. And I wanted to come from an angle where I could have a little bit better view of each of the enemies. And you see me back away from that dog a little bit because I didn't want to get spotted by it again. In a couple seconds, actually, you'll see me, I auto-saved right there. I started to get smart about it a little bit and started, or not auto-saving, quick-saving quite a bit to make sure if I made a mistake, I wouldn't have to do a whole chunk of the level over again. So here what I do is I use agility to get some distance and then blink the rest of the way across to this other lamppost to get on top of this. And that's the guard with the thing we need to pickpocket, so it's real easy. You just blink in, grab it, blink out. And what's nice about Blink is that it's the upgraded version. All of the powers you get for Original Game Plus are the fully upgraded versions from the main game. And you see that killing that dog alerted them and made me fail the contract, so I had to do it again. But yeah, all the powers are the fully upgraded versions from the main game, which is nice. So Blink has, you know, like the ability to stop time as long as you're not moving. It's got the extra range. It's also got the blink assault thing where if you blink into somebody and attack them, you'll kick them and send them flying. Same thing with dark vision. It's got the item and security system highlighting upgrades. And Domino has the ability to link up to 5 people rather than just 3. So I get spotted by the dog again here, and then I quick load back to where I was. I try it one more time to see if there's a way I can kind of land on this balcony without getting spotted by the dog, but it just seems impossible. So on my third attempt here, I decide I'm just going to go across the courtyard to the other balcony and just go around the dog altogether. And so we're going to go on top of this lamppost right here. And at this point, I realized that everything I did at the black market did not save because I'm trying to hit this dog and the auto aim's throwing me off. So I decide to zoom in with the spyglass, and I don't have level 2 zoom, which is an upgrade I bought. And I was like, oh, it must have saved before I did it. So anyway, I shoot the dog and then blink on top of this guy and do a drop attack like a badass, and then open this door. And you're going to grab this Allen wrench right here, or access wrench. And that's what you need in order to get into the black market. So I'm going to go back up here, and I think I hide this veteran's body just to be safe. I don't want anybody to freak out and make me lose a contract or anything at this point. And then I go up here, and I get really lucky when I blink right here, because that dude was facing the other direction. If he had turned around, I would have been spotted. And I didn't actually quick save before that, so I got real lucky there. But anyway, we're going to go over this way, and we're basically just going to head back out the way we came, more or less, and we're going to head towards the area that the street that the black market is in. And so basically we're going to go here, and we're going to go down here. We're going to get spotted, and I go down here and rebuy all my stuff from the black market, since I realized that it did not actually stick the first time since I died and reloaded from beforehand. So I go ahead and buy everything. I think I buy a couple different things. A lot of these you don't need. I'm just doing them for myself. The running boots and the, you know, like the armor that lets you hide a little bit better are nice. Not 100% essential. Neither are the bone charms, because none of the ones I really use do you need for any of the stuff I'm going to show you. But, you know, I got them anyway. There is one achievement I got that you should probably get, the voltaic overcharge and the using miscellaneous items as ammo. You're going to need that one for the achievement. Kill this guard because he runs down here and finds me, and then I chuck his head really far because he annoyed me. So the achievement I'm going to be showing you that you need the miscellaneous ammo for the voltaic shot is going to be the, I think it's just called like Mightier Than the Sword. Anyway, you have to headshot a guard with a pen. So anyway, you go over to this door, and you're going to use the wrench on there, and then you go into this room, and this is where I get sidetracked thinking, oh, I can get that achievement, Mightier Than the Sword. So basically there's a pen right there, and the way this works is once you get that upgrade for the voltaic shot, the last item you picked up is going to be active in your voltaic shot. So because the last piece of ammo I picked up for the voltaic shot was a pen, it is now loaded with a pen. So I'm going to try and find a guard here to shoot in the head with it. I thought there was another guard down here because I felt like there was two voices that I heard when I got spotted going into the black market the first time. And there is, it's just that this other guard patrols back and forth between this area that I'm looking at now and the area we were just in. So anyway, I try to shoot him here and fail miserably because his hat somehow works like a helmet. And even though it seems like only the elite guards and the veterans have legitimate metal helmets, these guys' hats protect them from getting shot in the head. So anyway, I wait for him to go back over to where he's by himself so I can A, get a better shot on him since he'll be closer, and B, isolate him a little bit just to be safe. And so you'll see me try and shoot him in the hat again here, and it just falls off. So I reload once more and wait for him. I mean, I guess there might be a metal part to that hat. It looks like cloth to me. It doesn't look like something that would stop like an overpowered voltaic shot. That is literally like using electricity to launch it faster. But, you know, what do I know? I'm not a physicist. So I always go to this lamppost, and so what I do here is I try and charge it up like all the way, or as close to all the way as I can, and it still doesn't work, so I decide what I'm going to do is, I guess, actually try it one more time, and then that time I just missed and killed him. So anyway, what I end up doing is I shoot him with a hag pearl. So I charge up the hag pearl to shoot his hat off first, and then this time he sees me, so it's a no bueno run. But what I do is I shoot him in the head with the hag pearl to knock off his hat, and then I wait for him to kind of calm down a little bit here. He's going to come back the other direction and kind of patrol the other way while he gimps himself up the stairs really weirdly for some reason. And then he's going to chill out and go back to what he was doing going down those stairs. So I'll get the same shot on him that I've been getting, which is actually a pretty good angle for hitting him in the head without worrying about missing too much. And so I blink down here, and then here he is, and so I shoot him in the head, and boom, there you go. The achievement pops in the corner, and I kind of just watch his body roll down the stairs in satisfaction. So then I go back down here, and this is how you get into the black market without Billy's default powers. You're going to stand on this little electrical panel, and you're going to see a button there, and you're going to have to shoot it with the voltaic shot, and it will open the door to the black market. The shopkeeper will freak out, so I run over here and kill her so that she doesn't cause any issues. I've seen her run as far as the bank before, and, I mean, the guards don't really react to her, but whatever. Here, I don't understand what happened. The poppy tincture somehow ended up outside of the shelving. But either way, that's what you came in here for, is the poppy tinctures. To get that, we're going to bypass the auction altogether, since we can just steal it from her, and you can't partake in the auction anyway because you don't have semblance. So if you're going to have to steal it, you might as well steal it the easier way, which is breaking into the black market. And so I come back over here, and now I'm actually going to try and get into the bank, because that's where the last two contracts are, and that's where we have to go for the perfect crime achievement as well. So this time I take a little bit more of a gamble, and I just blink over to this balcony straight from the lamppost, go back up to this lamppost. I'm just going to kill this guard right here to get him out of the way. You might have to knock out a few of the guards here if you're going for non-lethal, because you are going to have to carry a filled whale oil tank all the way over to where that one is right there. And so you can't obviously blink or really be all that stealthy while you're carrying it. It's a bit of a hamper, so you're going to want to take out the guards and the dog that I killed earlier. You can kill dogs, by the way, in non-lethal, in case you didn't know. If you're going for merciful, killing dogs does not count. But knock out the guards for sure and kill the dog. And then you'll see me pick up the dog's body again because I just didn't want anybody to see it. And I was like, I got lucky not having it spotted yet, so I took advantage of that opportunity to hide it where it will not be spotted at all. And then we're going to fill up this whale oil tank here, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the lift up to the roof of the bank, because we have to go up there in order to empty the poppy tincture into the bank so that everybody will fall asleep, which you have to do in order to unlock the perfect crime achievement. So then I come back over here and again grab this dude's body to dispose of it. I just chuck him off this cliff, and then we're going to get on the lift. There are 3 guards on the roof. And again, you don't even have to interact with them if you don't want to. There is enough gaps in their path that you could blink in, hit the poppy tincture, and then get over to the door and get inside. But I, again, just kill all 3 of them because I'm doing that kind of a run. There is a little Easter egg to Dark Souls right there. It looks like a bonfire. And then I go in here and I equip a bunch of bone charms because I picked one up and I was just going to check to see what it did. And then I realized, oh yeah, I bought the bone charm upgrade so I can put a bunch more on. None of them really helped me all that much, but I filled it up anyway. Then I domino these 2 together and kill that dude to kill them both. And then empty the poppy tincture into the bank. Then all you have to do is go around to this door on the left. I checked that guy because I thought that white pouch had coins in it, but it doesn't. And then go into this door. And so basically, once you're inside the bank, you don't want to make too much noise because they're in a weird state where they're technically unconscious, but they're still more sensitive than a typical unconscious person in this game is. They're more sensitive than, say, if you knock them out, for example. If you make too much noise, they will wake up. I had it happen where I was in Michael's office and I accidentally hit one of the ashtrays with my foot and knocked it over, and it woke everyone in the room up. So you do want to be careful with that. Anyway, you can hit the button on that door back there, blink across into this room, and hit the button there to open up all the security doors in the building. And then I start to go back up the stairs, realize I actually need to go down. So you're going to go down 2 floors to this service door here. This area is a little bit of a hassle because there are arc pylons on the floor that will shock you dead almost instantly. You want to try and land on the middle of these light fixtures like I'm doing because they can actually still hit you if you are not on that middle metal part because there's a gap in the wood that will kill you. So here's the most difficult part of the mission, the wall of light that you would normally need foresight and displace to get past without turning it off. Here's what I did. I come up here and I land on this little ledge here, equip the voltaic shot, shoot that button, and crouch. You're going to have to crouch immediately because that dude's going to get up. And if you're still standing, he will spot you. And then that's how I did it. And again, it says you have to be, like, all the people in the building have to be asleep in order to get the perfect crime. Obviously, he just woke up, but I did it this way and I still got the achievement. So maybe it doesn't count him because he's not a guard, he's just an employee. I'm not sure. But either way, I don't ultimately interact with him at all. I went back over to that vault because I thought he might come out or something, but he actually, I think he goes into that, one of these rooms, these 2 rooms right here on this hallway, and just sits down. So he never sees me, I never see him. And it doesn't matter that he really woke up, apparently, because I still got the achievement anyway. So that's how I did it with Original Game Plus. And at this point, you pretty much do it more or less the same way you normally would. You know, you're going to use the elevator to go up to the vault that we moved up to Dolores Michael's office. And then open up the vault and get the knife and all that fun stuff. And the nice thing about doing the poppy tincture method is that most of the Clockwork Sentries are not, or Clockwork Sentinels are not going to be roaming around too much. Here's the address book. You can copy down the address to finish that contract. And again, because we haven't really actually disturbed anyone in the bank, we will meet the qualifications for that contract. Hit the button behind the desk. This will pop out. There's a bone charm and a vault key that you need in order to get inside the vault. And so we're going to go over there. And again, there's that. You see me look to see where that ashtray is because I've knocked it over before and woken them up. And then you go in here, and the combination is going to be the Fibonacci sequence. It's going to be 0, 1, 1, 2, 3, 5, 8, 1, 3. And I don't fully understand the math that they did here because I always end up having to look up after the first 3 because it gives you the first 3 if you find a page earlier on in the bank. But you know that it's just supposed to be like the addition of the previous 2 numbers together to get the next number, but that is not what this is at all, because 8 plus 13 is 21, but the code for this door is actually 455, and then the next one is 891, so I don't know what that is unless you're supposed to also be pretending that this third door that has keyholes in it is part of the sequence, and so you have to add those numbers that are like a gap there that you don't actually see. But either way, those are the bank codes. You can open up all the vaults, or all the vault codes, and grab everything out. There's a little thing in Jindosh's vault here where if you actually go out and speak that code to one of the Clockwork Sentinels, you can make them fight for you. So that's kind of fun, although I'm not doing it here. And then Ivory Scrimshaw, there's this nice little Easter egg here in this book. I look at the bone charm that I just got. Anyway, there's this nice little Easter egg where it's basically Outsider Corvo fan fiction. And so that's fun if you want to read that. And there's just a bunch of money in here and some nice books and whatnot. It's unfortunate that it still gives you bone charms you don't need on Original Game Plus, because that one I just got was Tactical Mimicry, which doesn't do you any good because it affects Semblance, which you don't have in Original Game Plus. But either way, once you've got the knife, you can just kind of go back out the way you came. Although, in order to finish the last contract, you need to go to the bottom floor in order to go into the archives. So we're going to go down there to floor, it's not marked, so it's just this floor. And then basically I blinked to this box and then up to this. I did not know there was a Clockwork Sentinel there. There wasn't one there the last time I did this mission, so I flipped out a little bit and kind of panic blinked away from his line of sight. And just keep an eye on it, because I don't know if it goes into this room where the dude is asleep and the vaults are, or the little safety deposit boxes. I don't think it does, but it might, so just be careful. And then, of course, you have Dr. Galvani's little security lockbox, which has the same vault code he uses on every safe that he ever owns in every game in the series. Then we have Morgan U, which is obviously a reference to Prey from earlier in the year. And that's going to be 315 is going to be the code for that. You have to get into that vault for the gem in order to complete the contract. So there's the gemstone. Make sure you're careful around this guy, because if you tap him, he will wake up. So that's why you see me using Blink to get past him there, because it's a teleport, so you will not touch him and wake him up. And so then this one doesn't have anything in it, doesn't even have a code. I blink over into this corner here and go out through this little window here. You can reach the one we came up on, and then the box, and then the platform above the elevator. You could probably try and take the elevator normally up, but I don't, just to be safe, because I've never tried it. I don't know if the little ding it makes when it reaches its destination would wake anyone up. I know that I had everybody put to sleep once, and I dropped the vault in order to get the Vault Crasher achievement, and it did wake everybody up, so... Again, be careful with these arc pylons. If you're not standing on the middle part of these lights, it will shock you through the openings in those wooden panels. And I just take the sanitation exit on the right, just because it's a little bit closer. And so basically what we're going to do is we're actually going to end up taking the skiff in order to leave the level, because there's a bunch of guards over by the carriage, and I didn't want to deal with them. Outside of the bank, it doesn't matter. Like, you've already seen me get spotted a couple times. It doesn't affect the achievement at all. And you'll see it didn't pop for me because I already had it, but I assure you I did do it the way I showed you just now, and I still got it. But yeah, I just didn't want to deal with the guards that were over by the carriage, so I took the skiff instead. So I'll show you how to do that. And in order to get out here again, I went stealthy. I did actually kill everybody here on the run where I got the achievement for the perfect crime. I killed everybody in this courtyard, and the contracts did not fail afterwards, but I didn't want to take any chances this time, so I just didn't bother. So I went back out the way I came, all stealth-like, and then I go over this way, and we're going to take a left here in order to go down to the canal. And so basically, the last thing I do here is I go to this balcony, and I go inside here, and I sign this thing. You don't have to. I don't think it even counts as a special action, but I do it anyway just for fun, and then I eat your apple because I have to leave my mark more than just signing a book, I guess. And I mean, there's some stuff in here you can pick up if you want some money, some coins, raw whalebone in that box. But there's not a whole lot in here that you need. And so you can just go up to the skiff here and hit F, and you'll just go back to the Dreadful Whale, mission complete. And so you'll see here that I've finished all of the contracts, and none of them failed or anything. There's all these special actions and whatnot. But what I'm actually going to do is I'm going to show you one more achievement in the next level. It's not the only way to get the achievement, but it's an easy spot that I found to get the achievement. So anyway, what we've got here is going to be Mission 4, Royal Conservatory. And so what I'm trying to do the contract to kill all the Overseers, which is why they're pretty much all dead. But what I'm going to be showing you is a little way to get the achievement for launching someone off of a ledge with Void Strike and killing them. And I thought this was a cool, unique little way to do it, because I'm also going to take advantage of the fact that we have Domino in Original Game Plus to also advance the story of the level a little bit while getting this achievement. So anyway, this is also going to show you a quick way to get up to where the where Sister Rosamund is, so you can get the silver graph that you need in order to complete the level. And so basically, you go in through the front door or the path that I took. It's entirely up to you, but you get to this turtle here. There's going to be an opening here. You can go in here. There might be an overseer over off to the right there where that light is and that X. In my case, he was patrolling somewhere else. The key to this door is behind this painting. Normally you would have to go down into the basement and save the witch in order to figure out where that is, because she tells you. But if you already know where it is, it never moves, so once you've done it once, you never have to do it again. But inside this room is a shortcut up to the little the top roof area where Sister Rosamund is. So basically what I do is I look up and there's going to be a balcony. You can blink to that, and then there's going to be a chandelier behind you. You can blink to that, and then that opening right there and that awning will lead to that top balcony floor, balcony roof area. So kill this oracular sister, and then I try to toss her off, and she doesn't quite make it, so I pick her up, toss her again. And so basically, across the way here, I look at them through the spyglass. That's where Sister Rosamund is, and there's a bunch of oracular sisters just kind of clustered together right there. So this is where Domino really shines. So we're just going to use Blink to get on top of that little erected piece of wood. I don't know, like banner holder, whatever it is. Anyway, I'm just going to use Domino to hit all these oracular sisters, connect them all together, and then all you have to do is use Void Strike on the one leaning against the railing, and it is a nice little display, so just go ahead and watch. I shoot it, boom, she flies off, gives a second, and then they all die. So not only do you get the achievement, but then all of them up here die, and you can get the silver graph plate off of Rosamund, and then I go ahead and just kill her the manual way, because she is the last one alive, and I couldn't link her as well. And there you go. Then you can actually go ahead and finish the level altogether if you want. It also is a very fast way to finish the level if you're just trying to do it quickly. Anyway, thank you so much for watching once again. Please like, comment, and subscribe if you'd like to see more content like this. And until I see you again, stay safe and have fun.